she has, she said, very sick.
Alicia Jimenez, present. Esther Levy. Here. Jacqueline Lombard, present. Jessica Mendoza.
She's in jury duty, so I excuse that.
Veronica Esteban. Haley.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to the order of business. I need to set a motion to. You need me to say that?
No, but
again?
you're
I know, I'm good,
Thank
okay,
you.
sorry.
second.
Okay, so, Ms. Andor seconds the motion.
Can you say the officer's name again? I'm sorry.
Oh, Officer Amador. Amador. Okay, so, Ms. Andar second the motion, and so now the motion has passed, so under 8C, if you could add lights in the town to the agenda. Okay, now we're gonna open up to public comments, number 4, so would you guys, do you wanna talk during public comments or during the special?
If you guys added it to the agenda, you should leave it for the agenda item.
Oh, okay, do you have anything else you wanna say?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you have
Yeah,
something else, okay.
Yeah.
But just before you guys move into the other public comment, I want to make you aware that you do have a couple of people online for public comments.
Welcome, yeah, we'll ask them if they wanna make a comment too.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's
So you'll
start with
start
Officer Amador first, and then if anything, we can go around, yes, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
As you are aware, because of the traffic, school has started again. So everything went according to plan. We had everybody set up properly. We didn't really have many hiccups. Because the main problem that we were having was we weren't sure if Bob Graham was going to be ready on 7/7 court. And we were assured that the street was gonna be open by first day of school, and they were actually, they did it. They opened this, yeah, it was open, it was flowing. There's a little difference, because there's no staging anymore on 7/7 court. So unfortunately, the parents, the reality is there's nowhere to stage now, just on 7/7 or 7/9, like. But that's something that the school is working on, and everybody's been working on that. But besides that, everything came out okay. All the other schools, I didn't hear of any issues except for just that we had a lot of traffic, but
That's normal.
it's the first day where
Yeah.
there's no way to mitigate that. And there's a lot of questions, I've had a lot of questions about the speeding cameras
Mhm.
at the schools themselves.
Mhm.
And so really all I want to say is supposedly Miami-Dade says that they're gonna put them at every school.
Mhm.
We don't have any here in the town yet, but the way they work is during those 15 mile per hour times, the camera will go off anything over 15. And the camera is also on during the day at whatever the speed limit is of the street. So if it's 35 and you're doing 45, midday, you're gonna get a ticket,
Yeah.
and that's all handled through
Miami-Dade County.
Miami County and all that. So
And they can read the tag and all that, so the camera will.
yeah, they'll take a picture, and then it's at the school. It's the cameras at the school,
So they
and
need to be aware.
yeah, people need to be aware that that's what's happening.
Follow the law.
Yeah. Besides, that is the other thing that I wanted to show about.
Later, okay, and then we have Haley's here. Would you like to say hi, Haley?
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Just want to say thank you for an incredible year. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I know you guys all have your own lives and jobs, but I do appreciate you guys dedicating your time to be in this, serving this committee. I did really enjoy the time I spent with you all, where they got to know you guys as individuals and as workers who come with one common goal of, the Education Advisory Board. And we did a lot of great things, the spelling bee, the education awards of excellence. And I had a lot of great times, and especially with all the students from all the different schools. So I just want to say thank you all, and good luck, Veronica. I know you're doing an amazing job, and I cannot wait to see what you guys do.
And she'll meet with you after the meeting, so you guys can touch base and everything. Okay, and then now let's go live for public comments online.
Yes, so you have a couple, so I guess we'll go down the list. Carolina, can you unmute yourself?
I'm here on behalf of the presentation that Yvonne is going to be doing, so I'm here as part of that group.
Welcome.
And then can we have, Douglas? You can unmute yourself for public comments.
Good afternoon. My name is Douglas Clark, Office of Intergovernmental Affairs with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. Just attending the meeting as we try to attend to all of our municipal partners. So thank you very much for attending.
Thank you. Welcome.
And Ivan.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. How are you?
Well,
Thank you for allowing us to kind of show up. The rest of us are all together. How much time do we really have to talk to you guys? I know I want to be mindful of that.
The standard is 3 minutes, but the committee has the discretion to extend public comment if you wish to do so.
Okay, so I'll make it super brief, and then that way, if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask. Okay. So just in summary, we are here representing the last cohort for the ETLP program at the Nelman Center for Child Development at the University of Miami. And so we represent a couple of different agencies. I myself work at CARD. Deidre works at Goodwill Industries. Carolina works at the Early Learning Coalition, and then Marilyn represents the Nova Southeastern University. And as part of the project that we did there for 8 months, we had to come up with sort of like a need in the community that we wanted to address, right? And so after thinking for a long time and looking at what we experienced from our jobs, we realized that there was a really high need for families that are in the 200 or 400% above poverty level. So these are middle class families that don't qualify for Medicaid, but do need a lot of therapies for their children. And what we came up with as our project was that we wanted to basically incentivize people in the community to essentially start creating after-school programs that could potentially address them. And so we actually met with the Special Needs Advisory Board at the town as well. And we kind of presented this idea with them, and they suggested that we should meet with you guys just to kind of make you aware, see if it's something that was, that you were already thinking about, if it's something that you feel like, kind of aligns with what your mission is. And then we can all brainstorm together as to how we would go about this. Just to give you a sense, we had identified 3 potential schools where we could sort of do this pilot program. And one of them was Bob Graham Education Center. Just as a little bit of background, where actually CARD is going to be there starting this fall, because the superintendent is going to create a couple new pre-K programs there, and we're going to be supporting that school. So I know there's a lot of buy-in from the district to kind of create new programs, at least there, see how they go, and then kind of go from there. So ideally, what we were thinking about is that if we could come up with, a way of maybe utilizing not only the space that's available there and the fact that they already have an after-school program, but then kind of maybe seeing if there was a way to utilize the therapists that are usually working during the day at the school and see if they wanted, to get paid extra in the afternoons to maybe render some of the services to these families. The financial structure of it is kind of tricky, to be honest with you, and that's a challenge and a barrier that we've encountered. But I think that if you guys, again, feel like there's a need for this, we're more than happy to, provide a bunch of data that we've collected to show the need for it and then present it to the superintendent if needed. If you guys feel like you will be on board and if you feel like the community will be on board. Again, this is really for those middle-class families that don't have insurance coverage for one reason or another, and don't qualify for Medicaid, and they really are in dire need. They can't get full-time jobs because their kids are not asking services, and things of that nature. We have a whole presentation that we're more than happy to, go over with you guys when there's more time, if you guys wanted us to. We have a bunch of slides prepared. We have a white paper prepared as well. And we're happy to answer any questions that you guys have about this. We don't have necessarily all the solutions for you in terms of, this is where you're going to go and get these services. But I do think that we have a good initial idea, and we're more than happy to support you guys in connecting you with the right resources.
Is there more, or do you want,
What's that?
do you need more time? I'm sorry.
Well, I just wanted to know if you guys had, well, first of all, if it's something that you guys have, kind of looked at it as a need, if you guys have, any questions about this specifically, if you want to know more about it in the future.
Does anyone have any questions for them? Do you want to ask?
As Evan stated, we did our whole a whole year. This is our capstone, and this is something that, yeah, we already finished our program, but we feel very committed to, and it's important for us since these are all our communities, and we'd be happy to share a presentation with you that it, like, shows the need, the research that we've done, and the goals that we have that we'd love to collaborate with you with.
I'm just a little confused. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused. So the program has already been approved, it's gonna be done, or you're still working for it?
No, this is just a proposal, and we are not we're not service providers, so we are not looking to get a contract or anything like that. Our mission is really just to involve all the parties that need to be involved in order to make a project like this happen. That's really all we're doing. So we're just
Looking
advocating
for someone to take the project on, is that what you're looking?
Correct.
for?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Yes.
So you're gonna pitch why it's necessary, why we need it, and then have
Yes.
us develop a program, is what you're saying?
Yes.
What did you
exactly.
mention
So
about
we-
Bob Graham, that Bob Graham is already? I didn't
So
know.
that was one of the schools that we had identified because they have over 200 students that have special needs in that school. And so that was a school with such a high population, and the fact that they already have an after-school program in there seemed like a good fit. The other thing is that because the superintendent has a close relationship with the Town of Miami Lakes, and the fact that they now want to have more hands-on, support within that school,
Yeah.
it seemed like the right fit as to like if we had to pick one out of the three that we had identified initially.
So what are the after-school programs? So what should they be working on, or what should they be addressing? What's the need that you're saying that they? Or what
Yeah,
group
that's a
of
great
students?
question. Yeah, so the idea would be that we would render any type of therapeutic services that they're not able to access, whether that's speech, OT, or ABA services. It really depends, and we would identify that based on the needs of the cohort that we determine that would be our pilot cohort. If we could have a combination of those, then great. If we have to prioritize some of those services, then that's great as well, I know within the school district and within that school specifically, there are speech therapists that potentially could be used if they were interested, and potentially also OT therapists. With regards to ABA, it's a little bit more complicated. There's only 2 BCBAs in the district, but they are looking to start offering like an RBT coursework for their paraprofessionals or VNPs or anybody that wants to take on that role. So potentially, if that does happen, they could have a good amount of bodies that would be willing to maybe do the therapies, and then maybe 2 of those BCBAs sort of like, rotating in terms of supervising them. So the idea is that you don't necessarily have to go and contract anybody to do this. You may be able to do it with the resources available within the district already.
It's a big undertaking. Sorry, go ahead.
It
we-
is a
yeah,
big one.
and we're committed to it past, it's just like, past our presentation. And like what we really focused on was the population that we wanted to serve. And these middle-class families are, there's a term for it, and you can Google it, it's in our report, it's called the ALICE households, and it's income-constrained families that they're just making ends meet. And, they don't qualify for Medicaid, but they still need, like they're one emergency away from everything just falling apart. And when you have a special needs child or a special needs family, like it complicates things further. So our intention was to, where there was a large population and a varied age range, not just early intervention, because there's many early intervention programs, having an opportunity and having it start at Bob Graham, where we've identified other schools that are similar with the populations, but kind of a one-stop shop for these parents and these families, so that it's one less struggle. Not having to leave work early, being able to have them in an after-school program where their needs are being met because they might not be able to be in a typical after-school program. If they have siblings in the school, the siblings go to the program with them and are their peer models for them and their friends, et cetera, et cetera. Like there's so many opportunities, and we're advocating on behalf of these families. I myself, yes, I'm a professional. Yes, I work for the Early Learning Coalition, but if I were to look at myself on that scale, I fall within that scale. So if that were to happen to me, so, you know, this is important of our project to us, and we hope that it's reflected.
So I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think, because I think it's a great cause, and we would love to help, but obviously we have to give this some thought. More than the 3 minutes that we have here
For sure.
to think about it.
Yeah,
Do you
of
guys have
course.
any initial questions that you wanna ask?
Probably have to speak to the principals and see what their needs are.
Yeah,
and
reach out to
schools,
have any of you reached out to the principal of Bob Graham or?
Yeah,
No,
we've
you
been following
guys
the
were first.
hierarchy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You've been
We had
active?
like a
So you
step by
started
step.
where first? You started with the superintendent's office, or you started with the
No.
district?
Special Needs Advisory Board, and they told us that this was like a very, very, much needed kind of service, and that a lot of them as parents went through this themselves. So, but they said that we needed to touch base with you guys, and that would be the aim to then, communicating with the principal, the school, and then from there, kind of, pitching it to whoever else we need to pitch it to.
Okay, give us.
But they're certainly, from the Special Needs Advisory Board, they do agree that this would be very needed, and we have their support, so you guys are also welcome to touch
Yeah.
base with them if you want to.
Thank you. Give me a second so I can think, because I'm trying to gather my thoughts around this. My brain's going very fast. So the Special Needs Advisory Board in town told them to come meet with us, right? And if we wanted to do this, though, don't we need to go through Miami-Dade County Public Schools to see if they want to provide any
I think the
services?
principal.
The principal
has to
would be the first one to contact to see if they're even interested in this.
Yeah.
And then going through the district to see if they can provide any service, because if they're gonna pay, for example, if there's a para during the daytime that can do this in the evening, who's gonna pay them for that is my question. Is it the Dade County Public Schools? Is it another agency? Like, who pays them?
We're looking
No,
into
so
independent
actually-
funding.
Oh, okay, you're
Yeah.
gonna get dependent funding for that. Okay, so if the school says okay, and the district says okay, and everybody says okay, and gives you the green light, then you guys would then just find the funding for it.
We would try our best to do so, yeah, and then if
All
the
of your
superintendent
separate
wants to allocate
organizations, or
it.
is there an umbrella?
No, we're
Well,
working
we would help
independently from
with
our
the-
organizations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is just like personal for us, and then we would help if there needs to be any grant writing or anything like that, then we would basically take on that. Just to kind of
Would,
help out.
would the town be able to help with this at all? Well, that would be through our
As a
committee.
committee,
Yeah.
you guys can take this to council and propose, you can make the ask, whatever that ask may be.
Maybe.
Hey, we wanna undertake it, hey, we want you and staff to undertake, whatever that ask is for the committee to come up with and then go to council if you wish to do
Yeah.
so.
Isn't there a program with the town? I'm not familiar with everything, but there's one I know that the mayor does, and a lot of the for autism and special needs, they fundraise a lot of money.
So we have
Is
the
that-
special needs advisory
Uh-huh.
board, a committee, the one
Yeah.
that they have first gone to,
Uh-huh.
and then the mayor's office hosts an annual gala,
Uh-huh,
the mayor's gala,
uh-huh.
and the proceeds of that gala
Go to
go to
special needs
special needs
advisory
advisory
board.
board to then fund whatever
Would they
programs
programs with it?
they feel are necessary, they get approved to the town.
But they told them to come to us, but my question is, would they be willing to use some of those funds for this program?
I don't know,
we
I
have
don't
to-
work.
So I
with
have to
special-
contact the special.
Yeah, you
needs.
guys can go to their meeting, or we can invite them to come to your
To your
meeting,
meeting.
or if you want to reach out to the chair and get info on
Who's the
what their
chair?
thought process was, you can,
Yeah.
because you guys are not on the same committee, so it doesn't have to be in a public.
In a public,
forum.
through
Yeah.
the
It
sunshine.
would just have to be you, like,
Yeah,
not
just-
everybody.
No, just me. Who's the chair for that?
Vivian Led,
Vivian.
do you need her contact?
Yeah, if you can give me her contact info and I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her and I'll reach out to the principal for Bob Graham, and then let's get the process started and then go
Thank
from
you.
there.
And just
Yeah,
for
and-
reference, sorry, Ivan, just for reference, we're part of this cohort, like this emerging leadership program sponsored by the University of Miami, and the previous cohort, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Lucy Project.
You are?
That was one of the previous cohorts, and that's what came out of it. And that's what our intention is, to follow through and make an impact on our community.
Okay. No, this is a great cause. I'm excited. So let's start looking into it, and then I would like to have an answer to before our next meeting to see if you guys can come and maybe either present and maybe we can have either somebody here from Special Needs Advisory, or have somebody here from Bob Graham, or have some, something. So we'll be in contact. Let me start digging in on my end and see what we can do, and then we'll be in contact before the next meeting, for sure.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Hold
I
on, there's
actually-
one more.
So I actually work at Bob Graham and I work in the ESC department. So in the after school program, yeah, we have, I know most of the kids that they stay from the ESC department, they have either an RBT or a
Mhm.
PARA is being paid. But I know those are the ones that they have Medicaid. I don't know about the middle
Right.
class.
They don't.
I can
Yeah.
ask, so I can ask, actually, the one in charge is Ms. Hernandez, because she's the one in charge of ESC. So
Okay.
I can ask her about the requirements and
Mhm.
what do you guys need to do, and then I can.
You'll be my
an answer
contact
from
for
her
Bob Graham then.
If you.
Yeah, okay, so we'll work on that. So there we go. We have an insider already. So we're
Awesome.
gonna get to it, and then we will let you know in email first, for the next meeting, so that you know, okay? And yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. No, of course. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
doing this. Thank you for addressing the need that's obviously.
We're trying to navigate our way through, so if you have any other guidance, like just like the advisory board led us to you, like
Yeah.
we're on our own. This is our passion project, and any guidance at any given time is completely appreciated.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. We'll keep in touch. They don't have to say,
Okay, thank you.
because I don't have other stuff to do. But thank you so much for coming on.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
Have a great
you.
afternoon, okay?
Thank you.
That
Okay,
is
so we're
wonderful.
so I need to email the principal, and I'm gonna email the special needs advisory board chair. And then, what did you say was Miss Hernandez?
So Hernandez. is-
What's her first name? There's a
Yeah,
Hernandez in the system.
it's
Okay.
Elizabeth Hernandez, she's the AP. And she's in charge of the ESC department, so I think that she take care of the people that, well, the kids that they need some support in the
Yeah,
afternoon for
yeah.
the, because if they don't have somebody.
So
they
there is
can't
a
stay.
program there, but those are for the kids that qualify for Medicaid.
There is an after school program,
Okay.
and then for the ESC kids that they require somebody.
There's somebody there with,
support personnel,
but there's no program specifically for those kids.
but yeah, I don't know how those people get paid, that's
That's
what.
that's what, yeah, that's what we need to get to the bottom of, is I think it's because they have Medicaid and it covers it.
Right.
But what they're saying is that there's a huge need, that the middle income families that can't afford it, that they have those kids that need that care after school.
Yeah,
That
because
would
I
be
know
great.
they go,
That would
they
be
go
great
to
as a
ABA
parents and
centers
work
too.
to.
I know they go
Yeah.
to ABA centers, so that's what I can ask Ms. Hernandez, what kind of population do we have? And
Yeah.
if the
Mhm.
kids, if we really have parents that they
They're interested.
require that.
Yeah.
Well, they mentioned that they had selected Bob Graham because they felt there was over 200 families.
Yeah, that would
That
qualify,
would
Yeah,
qualify.
okay.
so
Yeah.
that's something we wanna
That
put
would be
in there.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'll start reaching out on our end, and that's thing, another thing, if we could do that for the community and help
Yeah.
them with that, that's a
Wow.
huge thing. That's
Yeah.
very exciting,
Yeah.
very exciting.
Yeah.
One more thing to add to our to-do list.
yeah.
Okay, so any more public comments before I close public comments? So we're gonna move, there's somebody online, well, and then other public comments, sorry. I know we're still there, Mr. Clark, thank you, sorry. Okay, we're gonna move on now to introduce our newest member, Esther Lemmy. Is it pronounced last name Lemmy?
Yeah, let me, yeah.
Lemmy, yes. So if you wanna tell us a little bit for anybody who's listening online, I don't know.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
No, that's fine. Yeah, I work at Bob Graham. I also live here in Miami Lakes, and I'm also a mom. I have 2 kids, but they're age 6 and 8. And yeah, I work in the ESC department.
Mhm.
And,
So what do you do in the ESC department?
so I work in resource. I was also in the units, and then right now I'm doing resource.
Awesome, thank you so much. Welcome on board. You've been to our
Thank you.
meetings before, and thank you for
Yeah.
coming and helping,
Yeah.
and finally you remember.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go on to the approval from minutes from the last meeting, so we're gonna like. And whoever wants to to motion.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I say?
New student member.
Oh, sorry.
Introduction of our new student
Yeah.
member, Veronica. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome.
I'm Veronica. So as I recently, but I go to Jose Marti Mast. I am the currently the 10th grade president of my grade of student government, and yeah, I live in Miami Lakes, and it's just an honor to be here with you guys. I'm so excited for the school year to provide and to be able to attend these meetings and learn more about how our local government works. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much.
We're excited.
We're excited
And
to
Ms.
have you,
Yeah,
Veronica.
Ms. Robles, highly recommended. Highly recommended, so wish I wish she can do this.
We really miss her.
I can imagine.
She's a hard one to replace.
Yes, she
Yes.
is. Yes, she is. So welcome, we're excited. Now, we're gonna go on to item 7, so the approval of minutes, if you can go ahead and look at it, and then if somebody can motion to, accept the minutes. you know, whatever. Somebody to motion. please.
Motion?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Those have been accepted, the minutes. Now we're gonna go on to new business, so we're supposed to have all the principals come again now at the beginning of the school year, right? Or no, do we have, is that like required? Or is that?
That's just what EAB has
Always done.
kind of always done. I don't see it on your resolution or anything like that. I think it's a way of you guys like, you know, working with the principals in case there's an ask that they have of you or that you
Yeah.
have of them.
Okay.
But if that's the case, you do need to let me know what date so I can send out the
Yeah.
request to them.
So that, yeah, typically we meet with them at the beginning of the year, so do you guys have a date that are you okay with that? Does anyone want to change that? Is that okay? Okay, now let's keep it. Let's, have them come and then hopefully maybe they can.
Usually they come, like it's not an additional meeting for you guys.
It's
You
your
guys
our
just-
next meeting, so. I'll
Yeah, you
invite
could
them to our
usually just
next
move the
meeting.
time though.
Yeah, so it would be, our next meeting is supposed to be the third Monday, cause there's Labor Day, so I don't know if that doesn't count, or like, does that count? Is it the 22nd or the 15th? I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever. you need.
I don't know if that's counting.
Labor Day,
Monday.
September 1st,
First, it's a Monday, yeah.
so it doesn't affect your schedule.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, no, I'm just saying,
Oh,
that's
okay.
counted, do we count
that
that as a Monday?
Oh,
They
yes,
wanna
yes,
have
it's the
on the
third
agenda
Monday
is
of the
the
month,
26th.
Regardless, so it's the 15th.
unless you guys wanna change it, but yes, it's always the third Monday of the month.
Okay, so are you guys okay?
I
with-
look it up in the city hall and in the city calendar and it said 22nd already, but
Oh, already, for our next meeting?
yeah, I don't know why it was already there, but it can.
Correct.
That's incorrect, I mean, unless we wanna make it that day.
Yeah, on this.
So what would do you guys want the 15th or the 22nd? The ones that are here, do you have preference?
I think, the window for PM1 opens up now. And last time, that's what they spoke about, their data. So I don't know if, I don't know that they'll be done testing by the 15th.
So the 22nd will be better.
I think so.
Yeah, okay, so let's push it to the 22nd, so it'll stay online the way it is. And then if you could send them invitations, yeah,
So that's September 22nd.
September 22nd, that'll be our
Hold on,
next
let me
meeting.
see if that's a date.
Did you change the time?
Yeah, we have to change the time, but first let's see if it's available. We usually have it earlier for them. so
Oh, if it's
they don't-
earlier, it's not a problem.
It would,
I only have to check if it.
oh, okay, so it would be, we do it for them at, I think it was at 4 or 3:34, because we can't make it here at 3:30, so yeah, no, it has to be 4 or 4:30.
I think last time we did
Something like-
1:30.
Yeah, 30, yeah, because the middle schools get out late, so 4:30? I don't know. if it's 5. I think 4:30 is fine.
Yeah.
One time.
Okay, so it would be September 22nd at 4:30.
4:30?
Yeah, that's it.
I'll put it down and go with principal's meeting. There's just go at the beginning of our meeting and then we'll have our meeting.
So
Continue our
this is
meeting
the
after that.
principal's meeting.
Yeah, but
But our September
our
meeting as well.
September meeting as well, so we'll meet after they leave. We can ask
Yes,
them.
I just wanna reconfirm when. you guys-
So our meetings, normally the third,
Yeah, it is the third.
but she said it was already up as the 20.
Yeah, that's okay, I'll,
Fix it, okay.
yeah, I can fix it.
So, and we can tell them that, so that's it for that, we'll invite them and they'll come, and then for 8B, the planning of the spelling bee. So we want to already, the list of words and things, get to the schools, we said, early as possible. So do we have to email that through intergovernmental, or we email it, like, what, we email it to you and they email it to them?
I don't want.
Yeah, no problem, yeah, no rush, no rush.
Okay, I'm I'm sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, for the spelling, bee, we want to get the spelling words to the schools as
Okay.
soon as possible. Do we just email you the list and you get it to the intergovernmental, and they get it to the school?
Yeah, like on my end, I always have to go through
Intergovernmental, okay, so
So
we
whatever
send you the
information you guys
words.
give me, I can send to intergovernmental and request that they send it to me.
That they send it to the teachers, okay, and could we, but when they come to the meeting, could we also give them the copy? here
Yeah,
in
you can
person?
tell them, yeah.
I think I'd rather do both, just in case the other one takes.
Mhm. So
Okay.
you want me to have
the
that
words
already,
by then,
have the
yeah,
words?
If you don't mind, yeah.
We're gonna have like a sample of the words.
I don't know how you guys wanted to do it, what did we just?
Last time, didn't we talk about some of the words were a little
Too hard. for them.
Yes,
So we had to see.
but the words that were too hard for them were actually a whole entire grade level below. So
But maybe we'll give it to them
in advance,
earlier,
yeah,
and
yeah,
fine, yeah. So yeah, giving them the ones,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, so last time for our last spelling bee, I prepared, there were 750 words. Just to make sure, because we didn't know, right?
Right.
We didn't get past like 50 words.
Yeah, so we don't need that.
So how much of a sample would you like to provide them?
What do you think?
300 words.
300?
300 words,
Yeah,
okay.
300 words. For now. 300 words you provide them with a sample. I'm trying to remember, was there anything else we were gonna do different as far as the words you were gonna give? That would
I think
be.
we talked, we had a debrief.
Yes,
did.
we did. We were gonna share the rules and procedures in advance.
Yes, as well. So that we're gonna email as well, and we'll give it to them as well. when they come.
Yes, share rules.
So I think we have to have copies of everything to give to them. I don't know.
It's
if
in
you
the
can-
February 20th, recap meeting.
February.
Perfect.
Um. mm,
Like it was on the agenda. So then maybe March,
What date did you say?
February 20th, so then the March meeting
Would be the one that would have the debrief.
would be.
And the spelling bee in January.
No, we talked about it in February and then recorded it right now.
Would have been recorded. What I would like is if we could have physical copies to give to the schools with the rules and the words. I don't know, you can probably send them to Alan, she can make the copies, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then that way we can give it to them, and she'll also email it to them through intergovernmental, so they have both.
Right, like the invitation, like,
Yeah, so these minutes say spelling bee was successful. Spelling bee word banks to be sent to participating schools 2 to 3 months in advance, word range easy, medium, hard. That you would needed a standing microphone holder, unstable bee balloon towers. Mayor, vice mayor speeches. School should be well informed, prepared in a timely manner for the contest. And dignitary school principals, administrators, and teachers should all be invited to spelling bee competitions. Programs should be pre-folded for the event.
So let's.
Yeah, but these are the minutes are like, they're, I know.
I feel it was a more
we-
detailed.
Yeah,
list.
we
So I
have
have to
like
go
a.
back and. have to go back
It's
and
in
look on my
our,
end.
also.
And Haley, you might have.
I
it too,
think-
don't know.
What I remember is for the dignitaries, I think you didn't know who was coming. So then I think that's another thing, maybe to confirm, double check, cause that's what I remember.
I think if we have a date, should we set the date already? And that way we kind of, but I mean, we can't invite them 3 months in advance, but I would like to invite them maybe like, I don't know. How late did we invite them last week? Like only a month or a couple of weeks?
I don't think so.
I think it was with the
I
time,
think you
right?
did with time. The thing with elected officials and certain people is that they're not gonna confirm. Like you can ask them and you can invite them and they won't confirm.
They won't confirm something.
But we
like
can-
Dr. Amonte came, but she never, and that was very nice
She,
of
it was
her.
very nice of her, but she.
She's also.
We can always
Amazing.
request it.
Yeah,
I mean, I can,
on your end, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, once we have the date, do we want to set that date already for that event? Or do we want to do it closer, wait like another month or so? What do you think? Well, the principals are gonna be here, so I'd like to have a date already.
no, it's.
So let's try to do a date, guys,
Yeah.
because it was in December.
January.
Oh, it was in January. After
January.
Christmas, we did it after January, sorry, thank you. I know so as far as holidays, obviously the 19th, there's no school. January 16th, there's also no school, because the teacher worked there or something. So, and we did it on a Friday. I remember it was a Friday.
Mhm.
Was that, and do we want to keep it that way, or we want to do it on a Thursday? What do you think?
Friday's fine.
I think Fridays.
Fridays are
yeah.
good?
Mhm.
Okay, so do you wanna do it early in January or later in January?
I think later in
So
January.
the 23rd, January.
That's what I-
23rd?
that's where I was at.
Okay, okay, sounds like a date. Yeah, I'm gonna put your spelling bee, January 23rd, yeah. So we'll give them the date, we'll give them the packets of the rules, we'll give them. the
Well, I'll need
words.
to check that.
Oh, yeah, it's
What's the
available.
date?
The
Sorry, September
23rd,
23rd, yeah, thank you,
23rd,
thank you,
Friday.
Jackie. That is available, the chamber,
The
for
chamber.
us to do it on that date,
Mhm.
Yeah.
20th,
Mhm.
so Friday.
Mhm.
And we did it at 6:30, right, I believe, 6:30 sometimes.
Yeah,
I think so. Either six or
I think 6, yeah,
Six
something
o'clock,
like that.
yeah.
Let me go back to my calendar.
Yeah, I believe 6.
See.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, Roberto Alonso would not be there.
He's out of town that day.
No, we have our own event that day, and a lot of the people probably going back to your event, like,
Oh,
his
I
events.
don't like that. What about the 30th? Okay, check your calendar.
The 30th is open.
Let's go with the 30.
Yeah,
The 30th, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, we need people here.
Yeah.
Supporting the kids. Right,
Yeah.
elected officials supporting the kids, so January 30th.
January 30th.
Yeah. And well, let's have Al check and make sure that it's also available. January 30th. That gives them more
You guys
time.
are good. What time? 6:30?
Hey, six, let's put 6 for now, but we're gonna, as we get closer, it'll probably be 6:30, you know. Let's always give people, let's give them 30 minutes, we'll put
Yeah.
6, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
put 6
put
for now,
six,
put 6 for
thinking.
now. And then we'll,
Mhm.
yeah, put 6 for now.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and that gives us time to find out, cause on our end, it was just minor stuff like for us, like the towers and stuff like that, the balloons, so that little, like for them, they need to have the words, the rules and the invitation with plenty of time. So they know, so now they know it's January 30th. Okay.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah, this year was on the 24th.
okay, so a week later we're doing it, but I think that'll make all the difference.
And also to let the principals know to
Let
have their own, contest within their school too.
Or we have to try to maybe compete in their school before so they can kind of
Yeah.
have time to. Excellent. We'll go over some points, you know, and if you find your notes, send me your notes. Then I did.
I wasn't there for that day, so I don't have
Oh,
no.
yeah, you do.
I
you went
probably have
there.
notes.
But I know we did a
look
good
back.
debrief. I know we.
Yeah,
I
like,
must
you guys
have
are really
done-
happy with how it went.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
very happy.
nice.
It's been
Yeah,
nice.
I think it turned out great.
It didn't turn out great. We're just being,
Yeah.
I'm just being, you know me,
We need to make sure that trophy comes back though.
No, of course, lo tiene, K through 8 has it.
Yeah,
And they have to
Dr.
bring
Ferrer.
it, we have to get it from Dr. Ferrer to get it back, and then we just have to speak to, I'm drawing a blank with his name right now, he's a wonderful person, with the trophy company, to get the little VCV to get the, Drew, thank you, I'm
So
sorry.
we have
I'm
to
sorry, Drew.
Remember that day we had snacks outside from Vicky? and
Yeah,
all those
so
things?
we'll get all those things in.
Okay,
Yeah, we have
perfect,
time, we have time, I just wanna make sure we tell the principal, get everything for the principal's week, so
Mhm.
that they can disseminate the information, there's no excuse for them not to, like, be fully prepared for that day.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else with the spelling bee before I close on number 1? So
No.
item C, okay, so now new business, item C, light in the town, Officer Amador, you're on.
I'll be very brief.
Mm.
The reason why I bring it to the committee is twofold. One is just to make guys aware, and the other one is to see if there's anything that the committee itself can do, to help with this.
Mhm.
I have pictures here just to show, K through 8 has school zone lights on 6-7. Right, they're functioning, every day they're working fine, we have complaints of traffic, speeders. We take care of them, people mostly, they don't see the lights, they don't see them, but they're there. So for us, it's very simple, listen, you're speeding and you're being reminded constantly by that light. The problem is, on Lakeway South, we also have speeders, but there's no lights. There's signs, and I put them in the pictures, there's signs.
Mhm.
There's signs on the side, again, you shouldn't be speeding in front of the school,
Period.
but the light is a constant reminder
Hmm.
that the school zone is there during that time. So what happens is they're speeding when, you know, there's a gap before the rush moments.
Mhm.
They're speeding before and after,
Yeah.
and before and after. So
Right.
what I wanna see how can we get lights on Lakeway so that I know for sure when we get the lights, the speeding is gonna get reduced. Because people are gonna be reminded that it's that cool time frame, not just when there's traffic in front of them that things slow down. Or when they see us, because they don't see us,
I was about to say, you guys always have your
Yeah.
police officer out here.
Outside there.
and we try to have the lights on the car, and we're out there, you know.
Like, how many lights do they need?
Like the big yellow ones.
The big
Yellow
yellow.
ones like on 6-7
Is
is what it is.
So how
And one
much-
light in front of the school
Yeah.
would suffice facing both ways. It, you know, this doesn't have to be a light show, you know,
How much are
Christmas
we
light show.
talking about? How much is that?
I don't know, because there are signs across the school and in front of the school.
Uh-huh.
I think one light in front of one of the signs
Mhm.
on the school side to
Mhm.
take electricity to it can't be something extremely demanding, you know, or you know, you don't have to spend 3 years excavating to get electricity to the front of the school
Yeah.
when there's electricity for other things
Other things.
there already.
Mhm.
I don't know what those things cost.
I think I've seen some that have the solar panel at
Uh-huh.
our school,
Oh.
you know, we're 103rd,
Yeah, yeah.
right? I'm at Highly High.
Yeah.
And they have big ones, I think the city just put them up and they seem to have like solar panels.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't this be something though that the town would be, that the council would be putting those lights there?
I have no idea.
I don't know, that's.
Maybe we could
But
reach
if
out to
again, if
Robert
there's any,
Alonso's
we
office.
Recently added a
Yeah,
bunch
well,
more
you guys can take it.
Yeah, he's.
for highly
a
high, so I was
Yeah,
actually just writing it down.
Here's what you're saying.
Whenever you guys are due to report to council.
Whatever you do to report to council. like, I'm sorry. I forget.
And I think we should reach out to Robert
Robert
Alonso's
Alonso.
office.
Your next one is scheduled for the November council meeting, which is November 8th.
That's
So
the
reminder,
regular
that's whenever you guys have any concerns,
That's what-
suggestions, anything you need support from the council
Because
for,
by-
this is really the opportunity where you go in.
Well, but before November 18th, because that's right away, it's already September, October, by then, the ticketing, not the ticketing, but the running fast has been going crazy. So Roberto Alonso, to see if you can come, if you can let them.
I'll see, I can't make any promises,
and see if
but
you can-
I definitely think that will be interesting. Cause we have done something similar like last week.
Oh, you did
for
run
Highly
the
High,
school
yeah.
for high, for,
Yes.
oh, for highly.
For
high.
Westlake
Oh,
Preparatory.
So I
It
think
was
my-
that, it
bus
was
route.
more, yeah, bus routes. So I'll talk to
And
him,
you'll ask,
I'll ask.
because I think it would be great to have that.
I
for
can reach
the-
out, Haley. I can reach out. You don't have to go directly.
To
You
him?
can call
Yeah.
as us,
As
as an
us.
advisory. board.
Yeah.
Okay,
That might be a little better.
Can you
Yeah,
send
that
me
might be better.
some-
Yeah. I'll give you my card now.
Okay.
Send me.
You can just say,
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because I mean, that, you know, it's a little illustration, it shows
It's
that,
makes
you
a
know,
big difference. I mean,
that
like, I
ton
mean-
of lights on 6-7 and then there's nothing on Lake,
Yeah.
you know, and obviously the school is on Lakeway and people.
Yes.
people
Right.
fly- And then we have the kids and we have the houses, you know, it's a big, it's a
The
big. dynamic.
curve,
Yeah,
the curve.
yeah.
And I tell you, because I've driven it back and forth, and when I was looking at it, I go, if they put one of those lights in a very strategic spot, as you're turning the curve all the way out there, you'll see that light.
You'll see the.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing that concern and
No, I
I'm gonna
think
reach
that
out to
everybody-
Roy.
I'll reach out to him.
Definitely.
And hopefully he can come through and then if not, we're skipping.
At least he can guide us in the right direction
Yeah,
and what's the
yeah.
That
process.
Yeah.
solar sounds really good.
Yeah,
The solar one sounds really good, yeah.
I'll take a picture of our solar one.
Yeah, see if it has maybe like, I don't know, but he would know, cause he put it up.
Yeah.
So he would.
Well, he didn't put that up.
It was
That
with the city of.
that was
With
with the city of Hialeah.
Hialeah, so we'd have to work with
Yeah.
the town,
Let's
obviously.
see.
Well, hopefully, yeah, let's see what he tells you and see how we can get around it, but I would hope that we would be able to get an answer if we need the town before November 18th, cause it's like 2 months, 3
Yeah,
months
that's
away.
fast, as fast as we can. get
As
that.
fast as we
That'd be
can get
great,
that,
yeah.
cause that would be
Yeah.
great. So yeah, hopefully, Roberto Alonso's office can help us with that. So thank you, Jackie, for
Yeah.
reaching out to him. And thank you, Officer Amador, for coming to
Thank you.
tell us those concerns, and we're gonna
Question.
try to help for that.
Really?
Thank you.
So one
Yeah.
last reminder, if you guys, if the report is due November, if you guys report to council November 18th, usually 2 weeks before that is when I need the report. And you will be presenting to council
Something.
along with the minutes, whatever it is, whatever an ask is,
Yeah.
if it's a list of asks, whatever it may be.
Mhm.
If
we don't
We'll
have
just
anything,
go back
then we don't
to
need to
the
go to
rest.
that meeting.
I mean, the committee, per committee rules, you guys are supposed to report to council twice a year, to at least update them on what you
Okay,
guys are doing.
okay, so I need to send you
But what I'm saying is make sure you
included 2
you
weeks before.
included, no,
Oh.
make sure you
Oh,
include it
yeah,
as
everybody
September
knows.
meeting, so
Oh.
it's vetted by the entire committee
Before we,
before you send it there.
okay, the report. Can you
Because the
send me
report
that?
to council also
Yeah.
always needs to be vetted by the committee,
Okay, so
right?
can
Because
you-
you're speaking on behalf of.
yeah, can you send me that report, and that way I can make sure I add it to the minutes for next, I mean, to the agenda for the next meeting, and we can talk about it. Yeah, we should show up. What is it, November 18th? November 18th.
No, it's fine.
Sorry, before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a hard one to teach that before Thanksgiving. I might not even be in time. Okay, and with that being said, we're gonna now move on to 9 announcements. Does anybody have any announcements for the new school year, new year? Anything important? I think, no, we're good. Okay, so then with that, I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 7:20 PM. And we'll meet again here next